My name is Christine Alfery, and I'm going to share this piece called Creative Contraptions with you. It's on a wall that is 8 foot by 8 foot, and this piece is 60 by 50. It is a canvas piece that is stretched over stretcher bars, 2-inch stretcher bars. You can see a lot of my familiar mark making in this work, but you can also see some ones that I was experimenting with. I've been thinking about the notion of gears for a long time, and the contrast between things that are natural and things that are designed and man-made. And I wanted to somehow do a series about the natural and the man-made, not to say that one is better than the other, but the balance is important between the two. And this was the beginning of this series. I started out with a lot of wash, and the washes came down with yellow and magenta and teal, and they flowed down this way and across this way. They go all the way across the piece. I had several areas that I was trying to bring out and emphasize so the whole composition would work, and detailed things started ending up in the middle here. So what I was trying to do was create a machine here, and I was trying to think about how I would do gears and creative contraptions. So this line could represent like all the wires that make things work, but because I'm such a naturalist, it was very difficult for me to make a gear. Here's one of my first attempts right here. It's a big spring that I have loaded with barbs, like a gear. You can see all my black and white mark makings. You can see more wires up here, but also I have my critters in the piece. I do a lot of critters, and I went through making a lot of them in the work frequently, and they appear. You move along here, I'm continuing to try to figure out gears. Again, you have this work, and here's another big spring that happened, and I was trying to do gears. So this looked like my gears, this looked like my gears, and as I began working, I thought, well, this is very organic. It's coming out as very organic. Springs are popping out from the machine all over the place, and odd things are appearing that aren't machine-made. They're more imaginary. I saw this thing in it, and I thought, goodness, there's a different kind of critter in there. And so I put stripes on him, and he had friends that appeared in the work. And I wanted to leave them because they were fun and they were playful. And this mark here, this is just a fan blowing a bottle of black paint that I had in a ketchup bottle and moving it up that way. And I left it. I thought it looked really cool. So I'm trying to figure out the gears. In the end, I didn't accomplish my goal on this piece. But the piece worked out because down here in this area where there were some other washes that I brought out different shapes, this figure appeared. And I realized that this is the mind and how a mind works of someone like me, an individual, a creative individual. There's always springs bopping. There's always lines trying to govern the whole thing. And there are splashes that happen. It's a very creative mind, and it's filled with all kinds of things. Sometimes it gets organized, and I allow things to appear and become dominant in the work. But this figure, these are her creative thoughts. So the creative contraption is her mind and her thoughts and how she thinks. look for videos as I do new works, and if you need a video done of a piece that I've already painted and haven't videotaped it yet, just email me at christine@christinealfery.com.